What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Dota 1 replay. This is from the GEST, probably one of the last replays I'll cast in the GST, because guess who's back? It is SGG, ScreenGuardGuy, as you all know and love him, and he'll bring you as much Dota 1 content as he can possibly fathom, but enough talk by me. What's up, dude?
Hey man, yeah, I'm hoping to bring out a few more games from GEST. I've been looking at like some really cool ones. I think that anybody who's checking out my channel, and that should be all of you, will be pleasantly surprised by what I have.
Yep,
Yes, indeed.
so enough talking, let's get into this game. Alright, gonna unpause in 3, 2, 1, go. And the teams are Gigabyte iDeal, a Thai team versus Deparuku, which I think is a Indonesian team.
Indonesian.
You just
Yeah.
told me. I'm just like, oh, Indonesia, Singapore, those flags, man. They just got me all mind twisted up. Well, I chose this game, or you chose this game. We chose this game for a very specific reason. A certain trollish figure who has now made his way into Dota 2, Troll Warlord, is on the side of the Indonesians, and this is actually a pretty significant match because this is the second and third place tiebreakers. So, what are your thoughts on Troll?
Troll Warlord, very much one of those heroes that is sort of like, when he came out, he was sort of like this really awesome pub hero. Like, no matter how stupid or annoying or how much you feed as a hero, once Troll gets at like 40-minute mark, he's just an absolute king. We haven't seen him a lot in the pro scene. I don't know about the European scene, but definitely not in the Southeast Asian scene at all. Not even in Dota 1. But I guess he could contribute. I have no idea. I have no idea how he's going to work with this lineup. I've seen Lifestealer in the team, which of course is going to be absolutely fantastic. Those two should be able to carry it relatively well. He's got that bash, which is absolutely great for disabling a lot of carries. So yeah, overall, just a very strong hero. But Dota is a team game, and I'm just looking forward to seeing how they plan to make this, as I see Lena just doing a little bit of Fisher thing with the Earthshaker.
Yeah, Earthshaker blocking off Wisp and Lena, but you can only keep those two separated for so long. They're pretty much lovebirds, those two. But yeah, I've been watching a couple of pro player streams, and you know, whenever asked about Troll, they always say, oh, Troll is a pretty strong situational pick because Battle Trance, same duration, 8 seconds global ally attack boost. And something that hasn't changed, even though it happened like a year and a half ago, that I had never noticed, even though I played Troll a decent amount in Dota 1, is that Fervor now is applied to towers, so that is actually pretty huge for Troll's pushing power. So Troll is a really strong pusher. If he gets his items up, he's very scary. Of course, he does get pretty much hard carried by Ghost Scepter and items like that, mostly Ghost Scepter, but most melee carries do get carried that, and Troll is one of those carries who does actually can have access into the Diffusal Blade because it does give him some agility, gives him some purge to slow him down. So I think Troll in certain lineups could be definitely a potential hero to pick up in Dota 2, as, yeah, should be fun to see, as we'll check out the lanes right now. And it looks like the Scourge are running a trial in top and the Sentinel running a trial in bot. What a surprise.
Yep, and we'll look like a mid lane Nyx against the Nerubian Assassin. It's going to be a very fun lane for this Nyx. Not at all going to be, sorry, the Nyx. I have to say Nyx instead of Nyx because it's just such a habit. Up top, we're going to be looking at, I think, a jungling Troll Warlord. He has picked up the Quelling Blade as well as the Stout Shield. Probably not going to emerge for like until at least the 8-minute mark, where he's probably going to start doing some ganks, throwing things out. So top, I wouldn't say it's a super true tri-lane. Going to give the Earthshaker a little bit of farm, a little bit of EXP, hopefully get his mana boots and his Blink Dagger up sooner rather than later.
Interesting that Troll is in his range form at the moment, because I thought melee form would be a lot better for jungling, but it seems just like he's kiting everything around. I guess he got a point to Fervor, I'm not too sure. Maybe he got a point to Whirling Axes, I'm not too sure what the jungle build as Troll is at L1, but usually I always think that Berserker's Rage would be a better point, because it gives you that chance of bash, more HP, and a little bit more base attack time reduction. But hey, I mean, I don't play Troll very much at all, especially not in the jungle. But yeah, Nyx versus Nyx, or Nerubian Assassin, as it seems you too have been converted to the dark side.
Of Dota 2? Yeah, indeed. That's too addictive a game. And see, I think bottom lane, I have no idea what this Windrunner is doing. She's been blocking the creeps the entire time. She has not entered it, giving complete free farm to Sven, my favorite hero. An absolute beast to deal with. I'm not so sure if he's going to be able to out-carry a Nyx as well as a Troll Warlord. I'm not even sure if he was the right pick. I would love to have seen the order for this. There's no Magnus there to sort of set things up. There's no Darkseer. So it's going to be interesting to see how they plan to use him, if he's just going to go straight out damage. He's definitely not going to be played as a support. Got the double gauntlets. And I think Windrunner's going to be coming down towards the middle lane. Yeah, just going to do a little bit of harass on Nyx Assassin. Shouldn't be able to get a kill.
Nerubian Assassin, God, get it together, man. Get it together, man!
stuff now. Ah,
But
don't know what.
yeah, Wisp actually is surprisingly not seen too much in the Southeast Asian scene, but I think he does synergize quite well with Sven. I'm actually surprised not to see more Wisp in the Southeast Asian Dota 1 scene just because Wisp overall is a very aggressive hero, and you all know that Southeast Asian Dota 1 scene is super aggressive Dota. But it looks like these two teams, not being traditionally Pinoy, one Indonesian team, one Thai team, probably take a little bit more influence from Dota 2. Maybe they practice it a bit more. But these are not really Pinoy picks, they are more just sort of Dota 2 picks with the troll mixed here and there, so it's pretty nice to see. Well,
Yeah,
not nice to
Pepper.
see, but it is nice to see a little bit of a variation, even in Dota 1, in the playstyles.
Yep, Deparuku, aka NXL, which is the Scourge currently. They're sort of, as we see, a huge stun going off in the middle. Windrunner's caught out. She has Light Strike away. There's Stormball. Gonna get first blood, I'm gonna say. Yes, with the Dragon Slave. I'd have completely forgotten what I'm saying. Yes, Deparuku, the Scourge. They do like to experiment, play some really weird lineups. They're probably one of the few teams who like to pick up new heroes, such as the Troll Warlord, such as, I think the last game I also casted with them, which was forever ago, was also a Troll Warlord, although it was a different lineup. But they're definitely a very experimental team. And I do like to see new things, although I do believe iDeal.Gigabyte are more experienced and do have a much more impressive lineup. Much more impressive list of achievements. Still, it'd be very, very interesting as we see Spiked Carapace almost stun the Nyx.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ideal Gigabyte is probably one of the top tied teams in Dota 1 as Illuminate's going to fly, and it's going to whiff the Nature's Prophet. No, actually it does match hit the Furion, so he's able to escape just fine. But yeah, just talking about the strat, Windrunner, you saw when she ventured forward, even with that Illusion Rune, it's so difficult because there's a triple stun on the side. They have Wisp to increase the moon speed, and meanwhile Windrunner really can't do anything, so this is really, really bad news for the bottom lane for Windrunner, as the Light Strike Array has been baited, no, just cancelled out, and we're just going to get back to more passive play for the most part.
It doesn't help that she's level 1 4 minutes into the game when everyone else.
Yeah, but she can't really approach the creep wave either.
True. I don't know, but I mean, she's a Windrunner to me. Like she's just absolutely strong in these sort of long lane situations. But yeah, there's quite a few stuns. We've got the Tether, Light Strike Array, Stormball. It is absolutely, I think, horrible for her currently. But they need to be doing something as they go in the mid lane. Looks like it's going to be a big gank. Whirling Axe is going to be going off. Yeah, there are so many slows. Open Wounds being skilled. I hadn't seen it go off. There's the rear round. He's going to be coming in reinforced. One more hit. Oh, nice Brown onto 2. Immediate Crawling Blade, but not enough because of the creeps. And look at that. Troll Warlord's taking so much damage. He's going to be taking right click to death. No, Whirling Axe is coming out again. Everybody's
Nyx is going to get Light Strike right in the face. And Troll's doing a nice job switching up his skills, constantly switching between the slowing power of the Whirling Axes and the much more higher damage output of the melee-formed Whirling Axes. Of course, the ranged one does negligible damage, but it does do a nice amount of slow. The melee one does a lot more damage, I think 275. And Troll, unfortunately that gank is going to fail, and he's only level 3 at this point with the jungle. Boots, Stout Shield, Quelling Blade, just going to have to go back in the jungle, so that's a little bit unfortunate for him. As here comes an engagement on the bottom lane. No, just going to harass Windrunner back off the lane, saying, what are you doing down here? Just stay. But it looks like Windrunner, she's going to get the last laugh because guess what? She's level 2 now.
Oh yeah, that level 2. Do you think she got Shackle Shot or Power Shot?
It's got to be Power Shot. Shackle Shot. Just so she can maybe prevent a push when it eventually comes. I'm not too sure.
Get a last hit,
yeah, Shackle Shot. Shackle Shot will help her save her, but at level 1.75 seconds. I don't know how big of a difference it'll do against 3 stuns, but hey, I could just be wrong. It's just gonna be, multitude of teleports. Furion with the nice sprout, Wisp teleport or tether in, and Winner easily able to escape. A little bit of greedy initiation, but they're probably gonna get a push after this. No, Furion Death going back in the jungle. Interesting.
Top tower is going to be going down. Illuminate, absolutely the most annoying spell ever. I think they gave the last hit to the Earthshaker. He's picked up the energy booster. I think this is going to be like a carry Earthshaker. He's farming very, very fast. Going to be hoping to get his Blink Dagger. I guess he's sort of the pivot point for Scourge at the moment, and they want to use him for that big team fight potential. Really good job. His sweet bottom lane is also going to get pressured. A lot of heroes here.
Oh, Stormbolt being casted onto Winner. Nice Fisher step around Sven. Can Sven actually pick up the kill? Windrun was popped for a lot of that duration, and Windrunner is going to escape. Nicely done. This Earthshaker is being an absolute champ at the moment, as looks like AUI, not the AUI from Dignitas, AUI, the Wisp player, is going to die right here. And here comes another Fissure, and Windrunner saying, it's time to get some sweet, sweet revenge, as Echo Slam is going to clean up another kill. This Earthshaker is playing like an absolute champ. Level 8, 7 minutes in the game, well on its way towards the Blink Dagger. If he picks up an early on Blink Dagger, these early game engagements will just be completely one-sided.
No, no need Blink Dagger, man. Get like a Stygian Desolator. Carry Earthshaker all the
Yeah,
way. Might be the new build. I see some nice stacking coming in from with his Troll Warlord. He has not switched it to melee form, which, as you noted, at first I thought it was because he skilled Fervor, and I think he's actually just prefers ranged form, I guess. No, he's half switched to melee, going to be getting some jungle on. Currently picked up, I think, a Ring of Regeneration. Is that for Tranquil Boots or Vlad's? As we see, I missed a kill at the bottom lane.
yeah, I missed it too. I was fascinated by this troll. It's so often that we don't see troll. As Light Strike Array being casted by Lina. Lina, can she escape? She does do so successfully. But yeah, with teleport gank, with the help of Sven, able to pick up a kill on the Keeper of the Light. So that is going to remove Keeper of the Light from the equation, as Farron's going to teleport in. Urshiker can actually escape. The Tether Storm is already used, but the Light Strike Array just a little bit too much. That cow is going to be barbecued tonight. As meanwhile in the mid lane, going to be some harassment by the Nyx against the Nerubian Assassin, but the Spike Carapace just going to give Nyx a lot of fits. And actually, Nerubian Assassin is very low in terms of map, but does have the invisibility rune, so he will be able to escape. So nicely done by both sides right there. And yeah, Troll doing a nice job. I thought for a moment he'd be making a stake with the range form rather than the melee form in terms of jungling, but actually he's just constantly kiting with the range form, and then whenever they get back up close, he switches to the melee form, a couple bashes that whirling axes, and then they go back to their camp because of the creep aggro. So this troll clearly has some prior experience with this hero.
Yep, no, I've just got a little bit of a slight fascination with him is all. Just really want to know how I could play him maybe in the jungle. Don't really like to jungle him at level 1, but looks like Nike's actually doing a fantastic job, and looks like they've switched out for Alina, who does need the experience, I think. She's only level 5 currently, no Laguna Blade quite yet. Light Strike Array just going to miss. A bit of harass coming in there with a Dragon Slave, forcing Nike's back. He's picked up a Belt of Giant Strength. I am very curious as to what that is. Basher first, maybe?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Basher first, which is a little bit odd with the phase boots. Yeah, usually in the Dota scene when Nyx gets phase boots, he gets drums as well, gives him a lot of move speed, more attack speed, and then goes into whatever item he chooses to see, probably Armlet. But Basher first doesn't really have the attack speed to stay outside of Rage, but will definitely help to keep opponents locked down, and maybe he's hoping for a lucky bash onto the Nerubian Assassin when he does go back in, as Meow the bottom lane is going to be under a lot of pressure. There is going to be engagement. Mana Burn is going to go on to the Nyx with the Dragon Slave, easily able to clean up a kill, as Luna didn't even get an assist, but it is going to come at the cost of perhaps a bottom tier 1 tower, as a teleport did come in mid, so I'm not too sure if they can actually reinforce this bottom lane.
Yep, Troll Warlord almost hitting level 5 in the jungle. Currently, that's actually quite low, isn't it? What? Next Assassin, yeah. Currently, the scores are, sorry, the levels are 6, 6, 8, 5, 8 against 5, 8, 5, 8, 6. Definitely in favor for the Scourge somehow. But of course, you gotta keep in mind that I think their hope and dream for the late game, the Troll Warlord, is sort of sitting at level 5, not yet level 6. Going to go for Vlad's and probably going to try to do an early Roshan, maybe level 1. You see Sven doing a little bit of a wraparound through. Has teleported in. Looks like they're going to be going for him. There's the
Oh, he Quelling Blade the wrong tree, as the Stormbolt is getting casted. A little bit of a mistake right there, as the trees in Dota 1 seem to be a little bit more difficult to navigate out of with the Quelling Blade, or maybe it's just probably a misclick, definitely a misclick, as that is going to cost Troll his life, as Nerubian just continuing to harass on the Nyx. Nyx definitely a very powerful hero, as here comes the Tether Stun, as Nyx, does he have access to the Rage, just waiting as long as possible. Open Wounds being casted on the Nerubian Assassin, but he is able to escape after taking some pot shots right to the chin. As Meow on the bottom lane, all hell breaks loose, as looks like Lina was cleaned up yet again. This Lina is not having a good time at all.
No, definitely not. Teleports up top to defend against what has to be an absolutely crushing push right now. Illuminate's going to be absolutely clearing that creep wave. Sven not going to go in for a stun? No, he's not. He's going to back off just then, and both teams sort of play a little waiting game, I guess. Sven's going forward. There's a Sprout. Where's the stun? Chakra himself. Ooh, there's a nice burst, but no, not enough. Stun right to the face. He's also hit by the Wrath, and he will be going down to the right clicks. Immediate teleport out from the Sven. Oh.
Yep, meanwhile Earthshaker trying to make his way back into the game, trying to catch off the retreating Furin. Looks like Troll is going to cut off the Furin, as ZXC is a call. I'm not too sure what that means, but Troll is going to finally pick up a kill. Definitely going to feel his experience, and yeah, you know the Troll is low leveled. The fact that he was showing the fact that Earthshaker is getting a lot of experience means that the Scourge does have a nice level advantage, as Nyx is going to get mana burned away. So annoying, and actually I'm a bit surprised he's not trying to Rage reaction dodge it, but I think mana burn is pretty much an instant cast animation for the most part, so might be difficult, especially considering this is an online tournament, for Nyx actually to dodge that, so I guess it's understandable when you think about it like that. But yeah, with that Troll kill, he's now level 7, gonna go for that Vlad's like you mentioned. Usually if you want to go for an early Roshan solo, you want to get the Helm Dominator up ASAP, then dominate a Frost Ogre and get that Frost Armor up. As looks like Nubian trying to go onto the Nyx, gonna cast that Vendetta. Nyx is gonna infest the creep, and looks like Nubian might pay for it with his life. Teleport was cancelled, and Nubian is gonna escape. But yeah, usually when you try to go for an early game Roshan with the troll, if you go for soul, you get the frost creep, you get the frost armor, and then you can soul it up with that fervor. But he's probably just gonna go with teammates rather than soul. As Earthshaker gonna cast a nice fissure, power shot, not gonna be too much.
Yeah, everyone's looking very low. Tether stun right in. That's the Sprout getting almost nobody, but here he goes to the Blinding Light. Nothing else going to go on. Illuminate going to hit nothing. And yes, overall, I thought someone was going to die there.
Yeah, it looks like the Nyx died to the Lina. The Rage wore off, and Lina just came in happily with that Laguna Blade as the Fissure going to block off the Wisp yet again. This Earthshaker's Fissure placements are really, really top-notch at the moment. Definitely been very impressed with him thus far. Oh, Furion gonna teleport from the back then. Nice shackle shot as Keeper Light is gonna cast that Blind Light to help delay the assault. Can they actually catch up the Windrunner? Those blue balls flying in the spirits. Can they actually pick up a kill? Tether stun being used. It is gonna clean up the kill with the help of that Impale. Meanwhile, it looks like Lina managed to die to the wrath of the Earthshaker. So it's gonna be 1-for-1 engagement. Considering Earthshaker is playing pretty much as a carry, it's definitely gonna favor the Scourge right here.
Oh man, it's actually called Impale Nubian Assassin? I was under the impression it was like Earth Spike or something.
No, Lion in Dota 2 is Earth Spike, and Dota 1 is both Impale, I think. As meanwhile in the jungle, the mighty jungle.
Sorry, Troller's cut out. He's gonna get stuck with another Impale Mana Burn. Few more right clicks. There's no damage. He's life stealing it like crazy. Here comes the Nyx. Are they actually getting his Nubian Assassin goes down? Troll Warlord still alive by the skin of his teeth right there. Gonna run back to the base.
Yo, Troll. 5% chance to bash at level 1 and level 2. 10-second to bash, but when he bashes, it's 2 seconds. With that fervor, with the battle trance, it's definitely nothing to be underestimated, as those bashes last as long as a Stormhammer for the most part. So yeah, Troll definitely making some of his presence felt right there, and might be a sign of things to come as Earthshaker.
One hit, almost getting the kill right there. Furion jumps in, another Sprout, chakra himself up.
Oh, Stormhammer, but here comes the summon in. Can he actually get it? No, looks like the summon was a little bit too late as Sven is putting in some work. Sentinel, despite being a little bit underleveled, trying to get some of the advantage, definitely got a tower and getting a lot of farm on Sven. Has Sven actually died in this game? He has only died once, so he's going to be well. So he actually pick up that Lothar's Edge, which isn't really even that standard in the Filipino scene, from what I've seen in the Svens. But Troll is going to initiate, or Nyx is going to initiate onto the Furion, and looks like he's trapped in the trees with a Nyx. Definitely not where you want to be, as he is going to die super fast.
Oh man, that just looks so funny for some reason. Yeah, it looks like the Troll Warlord going to be going for the Chrysalis just to augment his just insane damage. At least that's what I'm assuming Blades of Attack is. Could be for Face Boost, just give him that nice chasing advantage. But I'm going to put some money on Chrysalis right here with nobody, because no one really bets on Dota 1 anymore. See, Nubian Assassin probably going to go for Dagon or Force Staff. Picked up the Staff of Wizardry, and it looks like they're going to be pressuring this mid lane tower. Are they going to be able to defend it? Here comes Earthshaker. Going to want to lay down a big fissure.
Yeah, just checking out Earthshaker's I'm still not yet to that Blink Dagger. He has been getting a lot of kills, but he has been dying, so that's been unfortunate for him. Not able to make maximum use of that farm, as Lina is constantly harassing people at the jungle, whether it be Windrunner or the Troll or whoever. As, yeah, Sven with Lothar's Edge, not too sure how I feel about this. I mean, it gives him attacks, it gives him some nice ability to chase. But usually the BKB, especially against all these stuns, well, I guess his reasoning is that if he gets bashed, it would just be super annoying, as it's going to be a massive amount of teleports. The Wisp going to teleport top with the help of the Fear and trying to catch off Troll, but the Sprout does whiff, and it might be time for someone to get the heck out of there. The Wisp recall is going to be sent back. Who will get sent back with him? It is going to be that Ruby Assassin. Looks like Fear is just going to be caught all by his lonesome. Dagon coming in for the Troll. He's going to cast the Sprout, but the Whirling Axes, with the help of the Nyx, easily claim a kill. Fear definitely overextended right there, but I guess they felt like they had a bit more time, especially with the ward. But really, since Wisp recalled the NA, that was really not good news for the Furion.
No, not at all. So currently score 11-11, tower advantage. Nobody at the moment. No, it's currently advantage for the. No, nobody at the moment, because everyone's taking equal amount. No, wait, hang on.
Math is hard. Math is hard. I understand. Math is hard.
Darn it! I can't count anymore. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay, excellent. Currently
yo, that heat is giving you a heat stroke, as it's like the hottest summer in Sydney ever. Or
I'm not. Yeah, I was in Sydney like just a week ago. No,
meanwhile, I'm getting freaking 30 inches of snow, or almost a meter. As meanwhile, there's good initiation onto the Nyx again. Blinding Light has been putting in so much work. Gonna help save the Nyx as he's life-stealing back so much damage with the bashes. Bashes abound as Nyx is gonna infest the creep, get back to full HP. Gonna go back to town onto the Fury, and Sprout is gonna cast it, but Sen without Sven losing so much of their firepower. Nyx or Nerubian trying to do whatever he can, and looks like Nyx is gonna end up dying. Earthshaker trying to get in position, cast that Echo Slam, but is gonna be driven away. 1-for-1 yet again, but Sven for Nyx, I think that does favor the Scourge by a bit because they have two sort of semi-hard carries. Meanwhile, Sentinel only really have one. Actually, since Earthshaker's been farming a lot, it's more like they have 3 semi-carries.
Yeah, and it looks like Troll Warlord took that time. Wasn't even in that fight. Gonna go get himself a nice tower, so evening things up. Yes, excellent. That's correct. My math is correct. I see Earthshaker using a huge fish or clear this creep wave. Are they going to get a second tower? Nobody's in place to defend this except for Wisp. If he were to go in, it would just be suicide. Has no real damage items. Immediate teleports in. This is in deny range. Fortifications were just forced out. Here comes an Illuminate trying to weaken everybody. It is going to get denied.
Oh, the Blinding Light is actually going to push Keeper of the Light a little bit closer to Sen. Fissure is going to be popped yet again. Sprout in the picture, but really there's not really too much they can do to approach this engagement. Wisp's already very low HP, but Nerubian Assassin is invisible, wants to initiate on somebody. Somebody does teleport out as Troll is trying to initiate with that slow, so long range. As a nice shackle shot catching both Sen and Lina out of position. Here comes Troll with the bashes going to work, gonna pick up another kill with the help of Nyx. And Nerubian Assassin pops it in Viz. I think Vendetta did wear off and able to pick up any kills, and Scourge starting to pull ahead right now.
13 to 15 currently. 3-for-1 in that last engage. Down another tower. Things are not looking super good for iDeal, especially since they're, in terms of item choices, we're looking at Fury and he did not
just watch how fast the tower melts the Battle Trance of Fervor. They don't even have anything like a Pugna or a Leshak to push on tower. They just have raw attack speed, and this is why some pros think that Tro is viable. That tower literally died in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, and we're looking at no real... I mean, it's not that the Sentinels don't have the big AoE to clear it. Light Striker, Ray, Dragon Slave, these are things you can always use to clear creep waves. Furion, very, very strong pusher. It's just that they're not able to get in because they just die too quickly. There's huge team engages. And yeah, Defaruku are taking that time, and I guess they're going to go for Roshan now? Yes, they are. Also, Furion's item choice did not go for the Hand of Midas, decided to go for a Dagon, which helped him pick up the kills, those solo kills, which they're getting early on. And now it looks like Smoke. Are they going to be actually counteracting this?
Scourge going in for the Roshan. It's dying super fast.
Melting.
Battle Trance, Fervor, Bashes, all cleaning it up. And I think the Scourge will take this Roshan. But here comes the Smoker to see, will the Wisp able to get a stun? Earthshaker is in position. Earthshaker is going to get chain stun, but the nice Fissure Echo Slime going to disable everybody and settle for a huge amount of duration. Sven is going to get initiated on, but I think there is a Centroid. I think that is actually the Scourge Centroid, and Sven does die to the right click of the Keeper of the Light. Definitely not the way you want to die if you're any carry player, as somehow Furion does pick up a double kill with the help of Dakin and the Wrath of Nature. But yeah, just sort of elaborate or sort of go back to your point on the Dagon builds. Double Dagon's cute and all, but Fissure's gonna fly and illuminate Wisp. Can he run?
Did you see that? Did you see him sprout in Wisp? That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was pretty sad. But
oh man. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, Basher has been picked up. I don't know what this gauntlet, this glove of haste is on the Nyx. Really, maybe a 20-minute Hand of Midas.
Armlet.
Oh, if Armlet. What am I thinking? Why was I thinking? Yeah. For some reason, immediately when I see glove, I think Hand of Midas.
Of course, as
because it's the best item in the game. As we see, Blink Dagger finally picked up on Earthshaker. Gem of True Sight picked up on the Azaler of all people. Probably the least tanky hero on the Scourge at the moment. Yeah. And it looks like it was for Phase Boots, not for Crystalist, so I lost the money that I didn't put on this item choice selection.
Yeah, but Keeper of the Light, one of his strengths is that he will always be far back, so it's actually in very little danger of losing that gem unless the teleport gank does come in. But I think Sentinel, they do have a shot, but they're starting to regret their item choices as Relocate is being casted to the top lane. Windrunner is going to cut out position. She is going to die super fast, but it is just a Windrunner, and was God Strength used? Yes, it was, so I don't imagine Sentinel will look for any team fights in the next 70 seconds or so.
Well, God Strength really only has cooldown 40 seconds, and you have that God Strength for 25, so it's only really like 15 seconds where you're without it. So not so It's not really that
it's
big.
85-second cooldown.
85 seconds. Is it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, this is my favorite hero and I've forgotten everything. Oh, turns out as we see a big gank going to be going on, there's a stun right to his face. Knight's going to be dropping the Aegis. Yes, right there, and then are they actually going to stick around for this? They have some fuse for stuns, but here comes the
coming
Troll
in.
Warlord.
Daggins! Infest! Gonna clean up a kill yet again. And Nyx is in a lot of trouble. Can he summon the Earthshaker? Earthshaker gonna cast so many chain stuns, so little time. Gonna clean up most of the people on Sentinel. Nerubian trying to run, trying to hide, but can't escape the wrath of the Gandalf and his faithful steed, the cow, as easily able to clean up a nice team wipe. It looked good for Sentinel, but just to sort of elaborate back to the game, as Nyx does actually go for the Maelstrom, so we're both wrong in this game thus far. I thought it would be Armlet, but it is actually that Maelstrom. But yeah, I think Sentinel had a shot.
More sense, though.
Yeah, but I think Sentinel had a shot, but their entrances are so bad. Like, there's no other way to put it. Why would Sen get a Lothar's Edge? He's constantly being chain stunned down. Why would, get double dagging instead of a mechanism? And this is sort of the thing about Southeast Asian Dota 1, which really, really frustrates a viewer.
Well, it's really aggressive, sort of a little bit too aggressive for what they had, especially with that Earthshaker getting a lot of solo farm. They laned it okay. They managed to shut down the Windrunner slightly, as we see a Light Strike rate not going to hit anybody, just going to clear the creep wave. And yeah, at the moment, I'm just wondering whether or not the Scourge are waiting for the next Roshan, or if they want to make another push to see if Fish are going to be getting off, saving the KOTL's life.
Oh, force staff in by the Windrunner, going to pick up a kill on Lina. She is going to get blind light out of the way. Keeper Light is going to pay for it with his life. Gem has been dropped. Sven trying to go in, trying to do whatever he can, but he's going to be thwarted for now. But able to, and Sven is going to relocate in, but Sven just dies so fast. Actually, Sven didn't even die. That was actually just the Wisp.
Furion.
Or the Furion, as there's just so much havoc breaking out. Sven does a good kill on the Earthshaker. Nox is just going to get chain stunned to death by everybody on side. Sentinel going to infest the creep yet again. Nicely done, as that Windrunner Shackle Shot definitely slowing down the barrage. As they're trying to catch up to the Windrunner, Nyx can escape with that, but Windrunner, can she run? Can she hide? She's trying to do so. The Spirit's going to give them vision constantly. I think Windrunner will escape, but Sven going to go for Crystallis, or Battle Fury, probably Crystallis, instead of BKB. Again, not a good item choice in my opinion.
Yeah, BKB would have been so much more useful, I think, especially with all these shackle shots, with these with stuns coming off pretty much left and right. But of course, the dash from Troll does go through BKB, so I think that's probably what it was considering. As we see a nice shackle shot onto the Wisp. Is there any follow-up damage? Stormbolt right into the Nyx. He's going to be dying despite the. He's going to be dying thanks to the nice tether stun right then and there. As we see a teleport out. Oh, just got it hit by the Impale. Looks like Troll Warlord will also be paying for it with his life. I have no idea what just happened, but Deparuku suddenly I think starting to lose this one.
Throws abound, as Sentinel were in a huge deficit, and Scourge just said, here, take back some of the advantage, or take back some of your deficit, and, we'll make this game a bit more competitive. As Fearon now starting to pick up some items, gonna pick up the Force Staff, has the Tread, so he's actually very underfarmed. I think that minus, like you said, would have helped him a lot. NA does have the gem, has that Dagon level 1, but no item progression since then. Sven is gonna have his Crystallis up very, very soon. And Wisp, what does he have? Just that urn, but that's pretty much all Wisp needs. But I think Furion went for a mech. Sentinel will be in much better shape. But as it is, if the Scourge just keep diving in one after another, then Sentinel will pretty much be back in the game.
Yeah, well, currently 21 to 24. I would definitely say there's no gold graph here, but I would definitely say that the Scourge still have the advantage. I'm just going to check out the levels really, really quick. 14, 12, 12, 12, 15.
Oh, relocate, gank up top. Windrunner sees it happening. As Fearon can get a Sprout going on. Going to force step forward. Windrunner just a little bit too fast. Sprout does whiff, and it's time for the Sentinel to get the heck out of there. Wisp will tell back with the Sven. He is going to do so, leaving Fearon all by his lonesome. Fearon is going to happily trade his life for the good of the Scourge cause, or the Sentinel cause, as he is going to end up dying right there. Does he have biotic to get back in the fray? No, he just bought the treads, as it's going to be a smoke gank, as Trolls is going to run by everybody. Does have the Lothar's Edge himself, as Sven is going to work on the Keep of the Light. Can Earthshaker cast the Echo Slam? He's being chain stunned down constantly, saying, I don't need BKB if everybody's just stunned. Lina is going to pay for it with her life to the Troll and the Nyx, as Nyx is just going to clean up everybody. Nyx saying, this is the power of a BKB when you don't have to pay for it yourself. Just going to clean up literally everybody else on the Sentinel, aside from the Nerubian Assassin, who's forced to windwalk away. But yeah, really, really interesting engagement. I don't know if Sentinel should have been so aggressive after the Fearon just died, but I guess they felt like they had some good momentum with the Sven.
Yep, currently, well, the Sentinels, they're not as big a deficit as they were, but maybe 5 minutes ago, but they're definitely still on the losing side. We're starting to see the power of this. Nyx as well as Troll Warlord. If there's just one other hero there, it's almost impossible for the Sentinel to win a team fight. But if they can keep catching them out one at a time, they can keep, or maybe even just removing like a few of these, either the Troll Warlord or the Nyx from the equation, they actually still have a very, very powerful team lineup. They have an insane amount of stuns. It's not quite over yet, but I don't want to be saying that the Sentinel have an advantage or are like really, really far ahead or anything.
Troll gonna win walk away. Does have the Luther's Edge as well as the double damage rune. Might be looking to pick off somebody, but he's very low in terms of mana. Can't actually win walk away again, so might just have to get the heck out of there. Not even enough mana to teleport out with the TP scroll. Meanwhile, Lena, just the arcane boots, she's really been suffering. And keep in mind, Sven started out, I think 4-1-1, now 8-6-6. At one point was 5-5.
Oh, Abyssal Blade on Nyx. Just want to say that because that's cool, because I never see that, ever.
It's pretty
see a
standard
relocate
for
can
the
be
most
coming
part.
in as a stun right to his face. No, thanks to a nice rage, just going to dodge it. And it looks like he's taking a ton of damage. Abyssal Blade just doing its work. He just picked it up. A few more right clicks. Oh, that Storm Ball, too much. Going to actually manage to take down.
Got two crits in a row. Too good.
Wow, that was insane. No, I know it's standard, but like, how often do you see it get farmed? It's just like, it's the most expensive item in the game. Well, second most expensive item in the game. I see a big gank going to be going for it. Nope, Lothar's Edge. Just, okay.
Gonna run past Centaur. Troll is saying, I see you. And looks like Sen is gonna end up dying right here. Touchdown is called by the Troll as he was blocked off. Don't know what that actually means. As lulls are called. You know, good times are had as Windrunner is good to defend bottom lane. Sentinel really can't push in without Sven. And Sven, you know, the Chrysalis got him a kill on Nyx, but he really needs that BKB. If not for the Nyx and the Troll, because their bashes, Shackle Shot is going to be secured on the bottom lane. Lena trying to run, but she's being manually. She's going to get a nice light strike rate, but the manually lasts for so long. 8 seconds. Pipe is going to use just for insurance, and Lena is going to be picked off. But yeah, I mean, even though Bash does go through BKB and both Nyx and the Troll do have Bashers, that Earthshaker's just been putting in so much work with these chain stuns that it's pretty much a necessity.
Yeah, definitely, I would say so. Maybe that Heaven's Halberd, which is also one of my favorite items, would not actually be a bad choice here. Normally any item I suggest would actually be a bad choice. But yeah, being able to cut somebody off for 4 seconds. We see an Impale going to be going off. Keeper of the Light. Look at that damage for the Dagon. Almost going to get it with the Mana Burn as well. He's just running away. Actually not going to get away to a right click. As the Furion taking a lot of damage. Going to fall. Earthshaker, tremendous amount of work. Right clicks galore. Impale's going to be going off. Force Staff forward. Where's the power shot? No, just some right clicks going to go off. He's going to actually get hit by that Spike Carapace, but he will be going down at the end of the day. Current score 25-32.
Windrunner is going to pick up the gem. Furion teleports in, trying to pick up the gem himself, but is going to end up paying for it with his life. The chainstones are going to come in, as Windrunner going to get the shackle shot, saying thank you for these trees to sprout into, and Furion's going to pay for that attempt to get the gem back with his life. But here comes Sven and Wispa. Here comes the chainstones by the Earthshaker. Earthshaker going to get force staffed back, and Ghost Scepter is going to be used, and Sven realizes he can't actually do anything. The Wispa it's going to try to come in, try to finish off the Earthshaker with help there, and can he actually pick up a kill? It looks like it isn't, as Mio on the top lane, all heck is breaking loose. Lena is trying to run from the Nyx. Can she run? Gonna get open wounds right now. Nyx gonna go to work as Mio on the top lane. Looks like Sentinel were able to pick off the Windrunner, but gonna lose Lena and their top tier 1 tower, as Troll gonna go to work, and Sentinel picking off a lot of kills with these ganks. They have a really nice goal strategy in effect with the Wisp and the Furion, but still, just the massive amount of survivability and stunts by Scourge, just a little bit too much at this point. As Earthshaker gonna blade forward, trying to cast a fissure, but Sven just gonna win walk away.
Yeah, right now I think if all the hopes are resting on this Sven, it is quite a sad thing. He's currently level 17, slightly under the Nyx, currently sitting at level 20. Everybody on the Sentinel, I think, they're not completely under leveled, but they're definitely not in any shape to go toe to toe or 1-on-1. As we're going to see, it's gonna get cut out. Yes, he will be with this Impale going off. Oh, Dagon, just too much burst damage right there.
Yep, Dagon level 2 up on the NA, and just Dagon level 1 up on the Furion, as touchdown is called by Sentinel, getting a little bit of a rebuttal kill. Looks like Nyx is going to buy back because Roshan is up. Not a rage buyback, I think, but just a Roshan buyback because they know Roshan pretty important. Sven gonna have that crystals up, has had that for quite a bit, but Roshan is going to be claimed pretty much uncontested, and Troll is going to have himself an Aegis as well as a BKB. And really, what goes through BKB on the side of the Sentinel looks like a grand total of absolutely nothing aside from the Sprout.
I wouldn't say that goes through BKB as well, and I would say it's the most useless thing. I think mass Ghost Scepters on the side of this Emblem might actually not be a bad idea. A lot of right-click damage coming in from the Scourge. Just so far, maybe E-Blade? I don't know. It wouldn't be a bad choice. E-Blade plus Lena's Laguna Blade might actually be enough burst damage to maybe bring down Troll Warlord or the Nyx. Certainly with all the Dagons they have on their sides, wouldn't be a bad choice, actually. A little unconventional.
Yeah, unconventional is Southeast Asian Dota 1 in a nutshell.
No, for me, I feel that iDeal are just on a really, really strong sort of disadvantage, and they do need to do something a little unconventional.
Oh, Lena!
Yep, she's going to hit by Light Striker Ray. Chain stun to death. Could not do anything. Rage, just absolutely insane. Infest into Earthshaker because he has Blink. It could be big. No, Infest in plus Echo Slam plus just this giant Earthshaker popping out alien style, just eating everybody's face. As you see, Glyph is forced out, but it is not going to be enough. As we see Pipe of Inside, it's also Pipe and Pop. Just stop all that magic damage, and we're going to be seeing anything. There's the Impale going forward for Troy. So low right now. Light Striker Ray, Laguna Blade going to take him off, but of course he has that Aegis. Oh, there he goes. Big fight coming off. Sven doing some right-click damage. He's being hit. Chain stun to death. No Aegis for him, and it's going to be Tether and an immediate teleport out. Troll Warlord managed to survive that engaged fight. Light Striker Rage going to be doing a lot of damage. Force Staff out for the Knights. Is there buybacks coming on from the Sven? No, not yet. As we see Dagon, no damage at all. There's his Impale. Anything else, any bit amount of damage, we see Chakra is going to be going off. There's the Spike Carapace going to get a nice stun on the Knights. A few more damage. Where's the damage? No, it's going to be going off on the Nerubian Assassin. Going to fall. Furion currently doing some right-click damage, but that's not even close enough. Actually going to pick him off thanks to the nice Light Striker Ray. This team fight's been going on for like 2 minutes. Force Staff forward, and I think it's over currently.
Try not to close your eyes. You can't blink because they are back in the middle of everything. Gonna pop the pipe yet again. Here comes Nyx as he's trying to go back down on that fear. And keep in mind, Sven at the outset of the battle died and he was dead for 50 seconds. So now he's gonna respawn in about 15 seconds. This battle has been going for a crazy amount of time. Force Staff going to be enough to save the Nyx from the wrath of the tower, and looks like Scourge going to finally have to back off there. Other lanes are getting pushed in slightly as the recoil K is going to cast forward, trying to pick off somebody, but a nice juke by the Scourge going to save them for now. Necro Book is going to be popped, and Wisp is going to have to escape. It does have the Ghost Step to escape out of the wrath of the Nyx, and is going to successfully kill the Nyx, relocate back out in the nick of time, and Sven is finally back in picture, going to cast God Strength. Picked up the Breeza, which is why he didn't have buyback. Gonna initiate without Lothar's Edge and gonna kill the Earthshaker in just a couple of hits. 1200 crit. Too good, and Senno somehow find a gasp of fresh air. And they are gonna pick off the kill as now the Scourge, they're still winning, but it's definitely not looking nearly secure. And the problem with these guys on the Scourge is that they're all pretty much melee, even though they have Blink Dagger Shaker. Troll ideally wants to be pushing out his damage in the melee form for those bashes. Leicester has to get up close and personal. And meanwhile, I mean, Furin is pretty much having very, very little impact because he's been so underfarmed, but with the split pushes as time goes on, it'll just be very, very difficult with the Scourge to handle. So Scourge, after losing that Aegis, and despite 0 buyback from Sen, gonna lose that team fight, and they have to be a tiny bit concerned. Of course, keep in mind, I think they are still vastly ahead.
Nyx Assassin attempts, Nerubian Assassin, attempts to go on the KOTL, maybe even get a solo kill. Unfortunately, not able to do that. It's going to be running away right now. Just wanted to say that for the audience.
Yep, meanwhile Sven, 1800 gold in the bank, trying to kill this bottom tier 2 tower, will get it successfully. Actually, it's regenning up despite there being no backdoor regen in place, or there shouldn't be, as looks like Troll was able to pick up the kill with the Lothar's Edge. And Wisp and Sen, they want to find somebody, as what is Sven having delivered to them? It's going to be that Bracer into the drums, and that's actually Wisp's Bracer, as Wisp has a dagger. Really, how often do you see that? I've actually never seen a Wisp dagger in my life.
I think I've only seen it once. So we see Windrunner just melt to 2 hits. KOTL, is he going to be next? There's no more stuns going off on him. And look at the damage speed going on.
Oh, Echo Slam! Lifestealer bomb right in your face. Sven is not going to be too pleased with that.
Does he have enough for buyback?
He does.
Okay, well, it doesn't really need it at this point. No major push coming in yet. And of course, you've still got one dead, the Windrunner, on the side of the Scourge. Not so sure if that's the most significant death. Nyx, is he picking up anything anytime soon? I'm just going to go check out his gold real quick. 1946, no idea what it's going to be for. Any suggestions? Finish the Maelstrom into Mjolnir?
I think AC would be a pretty solid option. Maybe against Vendetta and, of course, against the Sven. Every bit does help. And when Sven is critting you for 1200, if you can get it down to maybe a 1k solid crit, you know, that extra 200 HP might just come in handy. Scourge gonna push in. Sven should buy back right about now to delay this push. But if he does do so, gonna lose a lot of gold, which he clearly wants to hold on for as long as possible. Meanwhile, Fearin trying to do the best he can, split pushing top, Dagon, Lightstrike right, all being casted on the Lifesteal right off the bat. But the Lugu lane was raged off, a little bit of unfortunate spell casting by the Lina, as she is gonna die in a matter of instants. Lifesteal back at 3/4 HP. Pipe has been casted. Sven not gonna buy back. Lina is dead. Lina looks like Sven is just going to respawn naturally. And Troll trying to initiate with that Luther's Edge. Going to catch all the Fear and force stashes himself back to safety. But here comes Earthshaker, the hero of the game. Just going to be constantly fishing. Everybody bashes to death. NA never stood a chance. And looks like Scourge finally going to clean up the Sentinel. Man, ridiculous game.
Yeah, definitely so. Last team fight, complete wipe. There's nothing really much else to say. They're going to be getting bottom racks sometime soon. Just going to be going straight for it despite backdoor protection. The haste just doing so much. And yeah, I don't think Sven can do anything at this point. Currently farming some creeps, critting for 650, going for a basher himself maybe, or MKB. Either way, not exactly going to be items that I think are going to help against 2 racks at the moment.
Yeah, even then at the end, I think Sentinel still had a chance as Keeper the Light managed to stay in a little bit too far. Nice shackle shot holding everybody in place. Here comes Earthshaker, going to try to chainstone down the list. Keeper the Light going to recall back one of his allies. It is the Nyx, and Nyx going to go down. Fissure is going to pick up the kill. Wista dies in a burst of light, and Lina is going to die shortly after. This should be GG. But even at the end, I think Sentinel still had a shot. The Laguna Blade, unfortunately, a little bit mistimed. Maybe it was on cooldown, but Lifesteal able to dodge it out. And I think if they were able to kill off the Lifesteal and if Sven bought back, Sentinel still would have had a decent shot. But just one misplay too many by the side of Sentinel, and that is going to cost the game. Meanwhile, Scourge, aside from a couple of weird engagements, pretty much played as well as you could hope for.
Yeah, well, actually, I keep thinking the only thing that's just running through my head is BKB had been bought by Sven. Maybe not his first item, but definitely after the Chrysalis. I just can't help but to think that maybe might have avoided the whole sort of catastrophe with those big team fights where he just got changed down to death. Earthshaker maybe could have been melted down. Who knows?
And this is why I watched Dota 180 kills in 40 minutes, as the courier has died. That is a signal that the game actually is over, and the Ancient's gonna die shortly after. So since GG's been called all around, gonna take this time to pause, but bring out the end game score screen. And yeah, last thoughts on this game. What are your impressions on Troll? Because that's the hero we don't see yet.
I don't think he's super OP'd. I mean, definitely he would have some laning problems. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea that putting him in the jungle. He wasn't really a true jungler in that sense. Not a bad idea, I guess. I'm hoping to see more of him in the pro scene. Definitely maybe paired up with heroes such as the Lifestealer. Maybe other heroes who, of course, need the attack speed. Phantom Assassin, who knows what the possibilities could be. Maybe even seeing him as a utility or as a support. He doesn't necessarily need to be a carrier, even though he's so just friggin' amazing in that role. But I don't know, the fact that he's a right-clicking hero and the fact that he can be shut down by Ghost Scepters makes me a little bit wary of saying that he's going to be like the next big thing. But definitely a very, very powerful hero, and definitely be very, very cool to watch a few more games with him in it.
Yep, I think maybe paired with the Furion or paired with the Keeper of the Light like he was in this game, the split push applied by him, or with another K, maybe with something like an Anti-Mage or a Lycanthrope on his side. Towers absolutely melt. They didn't really have a pretty difficult split push and carry. They did have an axe, but you saw that military tower vanish in about 5 seconds. So yeah, Troll, I think, has a place, albeit not a consistent place. Maybe definitely going to be a niche pick here and there. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this commentary, and check out ScreenGuardGuy, youtube.com/ScreenGuardGuy. If you still want to watch Dota 1 replays, I'm not too sure. You going to do Dota 2 in the future, or are you going to stick with Dota 1 as long as possible?
I'll probably definitely always be doing Dota 1 just because it was like what I started with, and it's something I really, really do enjoy, and I do understand the scene a little bit more. But I'll definitely be trying to pick up some Dota 2 along the way if I can find some good replays that, you know, nobody else has taken yet, and I can just maybe carve out a little niche for myself.
Yep.
With that.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Adios.